I put
anyone that's
a
lighting
timer.
the old school candle, that's like, that is, you got to be crazy
Danger.
if that's what you're doing.
Yeah. I put a timer on my phone. I say, Siri, start a time for however long it is. And then it goes off and I go visit and make sure that everything's good.
That's smart. I prefer a 3-wick candle any day, all day. I
in
was
a glass.
at my family's house for Thanksgiving. They had this huge candle. And I'm like, I want to look into like, I mean, it was huge. I'm like, I need to look into like big candle, like a huge candle. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love a candle. What did you think of Andy saying that Candace is a disaster on Twitter and Mia is also a disaster on Twitter? So Andy's now pointing out 2 people in Potomac that are disasters on social media, which they are. Do we think of someone else that we might know that's a disaster on Twitter and Instagram?
Oh yeah, and he never said that, huh? Wow.
Right. I mean, Andy never said anything to Erika sitting face to face about her social media behavior.
No. But when they had the reunion and he let the other wives point out that she shouldn't be posting those photos or whatever, they could have cut that out if he didn't want that to be said. But he personally does not say that.
He doesn't say it, and he said it here. That's all I'm saying.
But huh. But it's a different, I think I didn't see Candace and Mia's whatever what they're doing, but if it's going after each other and like with that cutthroat, Erika doesn't do that.
No,
you know what I mean?
Doesn't.
It's a different level of like saying that their Twitter careers are bad. I mean, Erika is like promoting herself, showing her ass, doing all these sexy pictures and engaging every once in a while with some fans.
That's true.
She's not literally like taking low blow swipes at other housewives, is she? No. Okay.
They take low blows at each other, so that is different.
Okay. So but still, she gets a pass. There's no 2 ways about it. He gives her a pass that he doesn't give to the others, for sure. I think that the Potomac women fight brutal. They really are rough. That's a rough crowd, the way they go at each other.
Could you imagine Erika in this crowd?
I probably could. She'd probably go there with them.
She would be good on Potomac.
She could go up against Candace.
That would be epic.
Yeah. I feel bad. I don't advocate for this kind of behavior out of people. This is a bad thing. But yeah, it's like the train wreck where you can't help looking when you drive by the car accident and you're just so grateful it's not you.
Listen, I mean, now that we have girls trip, anything is possible. Before we get to that though, what did you think of Nicki Minaj coming in?
I mean, great, good. When Annie said you don't have to be unbiased, you can have favorites, you can, go at someone, and okay, he should have told the women that maybe. But I mean, I thought it was going to be a little bit more, to be honest with you. When it was over, I was like, that's it?
Right. Like
they do such a big sell. I'm so tired of them overselling the reunions and then not delivering.
Yeah, right. Like, when is the last time they really delivered at a reunion?
To the point where they sold it to match what they sold. No.
Right. Like, I didn't think Nicki did much. I did think certain questions, like, I'm not sure Andy ever would have asked, like when she said, like, let's go down the list. Like, you would have been with your husband if he didn't have money when you were 22. Right. And she's like, I'm not buying it. Give me a break. I thought that was a good question.
That's maybe a question that a woman could ask another woman, right? Because as a woman, you can put yourself in that position, and if you would say no way in hell, but for him to do it, maybe it would seem a little bit
like sexist.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I like that question. Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Oh, I thought it was great.
That was a good question, and I do love, just because she's Nicki Minaj, I mean, her going after Candace for the singing and being like, and Chris got really upset.
Why? Okay, that's what I want to ask you. Wait a minute. First of all, I thought her voice sounded great. I thought she did a great job. And to be put on the spot and knowing that, you know, some of these women really want to see you fail, and she's still delivered. But why did the husband come on and then get in her face and like tell her, what was he pissed about?
I think, I could be wrong. I think, and Nikki has since tweeted, like, sit your ass down, bitch. Like, she
To the
tweeted
husband?
after watching the episode.
What was
Like,
he pissed about? What
because
was he pissed
I don't
about?
even know where Nikki was when I was having. I mean, I think I'm just making this up. I think because he's her husbander, so he's like the manager, and I think because she did sing very well, so it all ended well. But I think because Nikki was like, wait, I don't understand. So like, what chart is that? And like, let me tell you how the Billboard works. And like, that doesn't know. There's no way you're triple platinum and you only sold 3 copies. Like, what is that? And how many copies? And I think Nikki really took her to task, because listen, Nikki knows the charts. She does know how that works more than you or me.
But why was he pissed at Candace for it though? What, because she didn't like stand her ground and say no?
Was he pissed at her? I think he was pissed at Nikki. I think he was just like, I'm pissed at this situation of like, this woman came after like your career as if you're a joke. But it did all end well. She sang great and her numbers were fine. But I think just the way that like Nikki was like coming after her career, and he's supposed to be looking after that.
But why didn't he come up to her and just say, the hell with it, babe, you killed it. Like, don't ignore them. Like, give her like a pat on the back and tell her great job, rather than coming in all hot and bothered because Nicki Minaj did what she was supposed to do.
I have moments where Chris seems a little scary to me throughout the season. I've had moments.
You mean like where you think like he gets like a little too rough or too verbally abusive?
No,
you just don't
but
like his
just
personality?
like, you know, that type that just has another drink and then another drink and you're just like,
right,
this is just my observation. Just like, you know, just like even like, you know, people like that where you're just like you and I drink as the world saw on our whatever chat. And it's fun. Like, right. Like I become the funnest drunk because I'm a happy person. Like there's no, you know, if you start a fight with me when I'm drunk, then I'll come back at you. And then that might be ugly. But unless you actually come at me fighting, I'm like a happy drunk. So, you know, but you know, not everybody is. A lot of people start to go angry, into a mode when they're drunk. And then it's like, you know, just that stereotype of like, let me have another beer. And like, and you're like, this is just, you know.
But imagine when those two fight, how brutal those fights are. I mean, he's got to fight with her, and you see the way she fights. So he's got to probably hold his own. That's just an angry couple.
Yes. Candace, I think if you have to give an award on this thing for like who can cut deep and just, I think Candace gets the award. Like, I think she's an assassin with her mouth. I do.
That's not a compliment. It's not that's not a nice thing.
Whereas when Karen and Giselle were fighting, I don't know if you saw that, like first where like Karen's like talking about a hot box and a sing. I'm like, right. I'm like, this is like hilarious. Like,
yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, she doesn't even know what she's saying. Karen's just like, I'm not going down without a fight against Giselle. And like, I don't even know what I'm saying. And then she's talking about a ding dong. I'm like, she doesn't have a ding dong. This is a woman. What are you talking about, Karen?
When she said like they're like, what is the sing thing? Like, where did that come from? She goes, oh, it just sounded good. Oh, that was funny.